Hey guys.
Hello.
So we just got back from seeing Suicide Squad. What we're gonna do here is for the first say 5 minutes, we're just gonna give our general impressions of it, and everything after that's gonna be completely spoilerific. Just me, yeah. So for now, let's see. I like the movie. I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it.
Will Smith was always a gem to see, because he still pulls off being an action hero. 2 decades after being introduced in, like, I think Bad Boys was his first movie, or was it Independence Day?
Fresh Prince.
No, an action movie. Sorry.
Oh, an action movie. So
yeah, I think it
was. I guess that's not an action movie then. Yeah. I don't know. Someone's gonna be a lot on the internet, but like, sure, we'll go with Bad Boys. Either way, I haven't seen a Will Smith movie I haven't liked yet, and that's still happening, or that I at least didn't like him in. There, I'll say I haven't seen a Will Smith movie that I haven't I have disliked him in.
Right. He's still a good actor. Sad that he has not gotten an Oscar yet, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Jesus.
No, he was nominated for an Oscar whenever he portrayed Ali.
Huh.
And that was my phone.
And your phone is...
Forgot to turn that off. But
there you go.
Yeah, I'll turn it off real quick. Oh, shit.
But yeah, I thought the movie was... I thought it was really good. It felt like it was really rushed in the beginning because they're like, oh my god, we just introduced like a dozen characters and they have no backstory. Backstory, all of them, now, fast, oh my god. And then like, oh no, shit, we chopped it up really bad. It's really chopped. Spackle it with some good soundtrack. We have that, right? Yeah, soundtrack it. No one will notice.
Yeah, like
it's so rushed.
The first 10 minutes feel... They put so many songs in there. It's like kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy, except Guardians of the Galaxy found a really good way to incorporate the soundtrack into it. Like with the Awesome Mix Volume 1 cassette. And that's how good they did. But this one just kind of like, okay, they throw these different songs. Good songs, mind you. They're really good songs. Like, what was the first starting song that they used?
Music.
I know, but I can't remember what song they actually started with.
I don't know. They had like 20 great classic
70s,
like 70s, 80s, whatever music. Great. Yeah, all of it good.
Spirit in the Sky was used at some point during the movie. Yeah, like
Spirit in the Sky's okay.
Yeah. Well, that's the one that just popped in my head. The name of it anyway. So this movie was pretty fun. Amanda Waller, I thought. I know very little about her. That's my cat in the back. That's my cat, by the way. He's kind of waking out a little bit because my friend takes off his shoes. When Burly here takes off his shoes, my cat goes crazy with them.
Yeah, my feet is catnip.
See, his name
is my superpower.
Yep. But this is my room, by the way. Anyway, I know Amanda Waller mostly through the Justice League cartoon. And what I've known about her is she either created or she did something weird with the Royal Flush Gang, and there's like a really good story or episode that's it's the very last episode of Justice League Unlimited, where she's talking to Terry McGinnis, who's looks like he's in his late 20s or so, and it's a good episode.
I haven't watched much Justice League Unlimited, but all I know about her is what I've seen on Arrow, and you've seen Arrow too. You must have forgot about that.
Oh no, well I was getting to that.
Please, okay. You're like first this and then Arrow. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I've only seen her on Arrow, and they went with the whole. Well, no. I'm not gonna throw spoilers. Well, it's not a spoiler.
I mean, she creates a Suicide Squad. Well, oh my God! It's something that you've seen in the trailers.
Yeah.
But so my impression.
Unless they were dodging trailers on purpose. But if they were that excited about it and they've been ducking trailers, they probably would have seen it by now, I guess.
How would you?
So kind of sorry if we just ruined the whole movie for you by telling you Amanda Waller put together
is behind it. But overall, I say I recommend it. Definitely go check it out. And it feels kind of like an August movie, you know, like after all the big summer blockbusters have come and gone. But like August movies have kind of like a weird feel to them.
I don't really get that. I'm just like, this was either a good movie or a shit movie, or it was somewhere in the middle. And this was on the very high end of somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Or on the low end of good.
Yeah, so definitely check it out, you know.
Yeah.
If you're still kind of like not really interested in seeing it, you know, you can probably wait to
on the fence. Yeah,
it's worth waiting till like Redbox or Family Video or what have you.
I've heard they cut a lot of scenes from it, so it might even be worth waiting for that director's cut that I feel like they're gonna start trying to push out with every
DC movie.
Every DC movie. So they did that with Batman v Superman, and Jared Leto says they cut a ton of his scenes out, so maybe wait for it for DVD, Blu-ray, or if you really want to see it, then just go see it. But
yeah,
if you're not sure if it's gonna be any good, I would wait for the director's cut because it'll probably be better as a director's cut.
Yeah, I mean they've been having director's cut, but I mean the extended cut for WB movies is nothing really new because they did that. That's like immediately it pops in my head is the extended cut of the Lord of the Rings movies, which understandably all three of those movies have a lot of different scenes. But still in Fellowship of the Ring they still cut up Tom Bombadil in the Old Forest. Yeah. But so that's our take for right now. Now we're gonna get into
the part without spoilers.
Yeah. So now
you better cut away now. I mean, like right freaking now, because if you don't, we're gonna start talking about how the Joker died.
Spoilers.
Should have clicked quicker.
Spoiler.
No, he died. He dies. Plane helicopter crash. Big death. Blood everywhere. Oh my god. Fire. Actually, just fire. Just lots of fire.
Helicopter crash. He gets shot down with his helicopter gets shot down with a AA. Well, not AA, but a missile.
But yeah, if you're still watching, you're either really mad and you can't click away because you took too long to click, or something. But he didn't actually die.
No, he pops up at the very end.
The more spoilery version is Will Smith was great. I love what they did with his daughter and with Batman.
Yeah, they kind of intermingled that a little bit where Batman captures him.
Is it me or did that seem really fucking dirty for Batman? Like, hey Batman, what's your backstory? Oh, my parents were killed in an alley. Hey, what are you doing to fucking Deadshot? Oh, I'm gonna make him turn himself over in an alley in front of his kid.
To be fair, though,
fucking scumbag move.
There was an episode of Batman, the animated series that I watched, where Robin actually says Batman went too far because Batman's interrogating this one dude in his home in front of his wife and family, and Robin's like, I'm out of here. I fuck this shit, you know. And he's actually and Batman's like, what the fuck? So, yeah. So Batman has a tendency to do that. He was after the Joker at that time, but. Like, the dude had information on the Joker, but it's the Red Sky season of Batman's where it's from.
I like how they threw in the Flash. Like, all right, this is how Captain Boomerang got captured. Flash came in and just, like, Speed Force punched him. Just pop.
Yep, just out of nowhere.
That was great. I loved it. Loved it.
That was pretty fun.
I was really worried that, like, every other version of the Joker and anything else, he was going to treat Harley Quinn like disposable garbage, which, if you're watching this and you don't care about spoilers and you haven't seen it yet, he does not treat her like disposable garbage.
He treats her like a queen, pretty much.
No, he's like, alright, you got to prove that you're worth my time, and then she does, and then he treats her like a queen. Until that point, he treats her like fucking trash.
It mingled
He's like, alright, you clearly really love me, so you're cool.
Like, littered throughout the movie, well, not littered, but mingled throughout the movie, Harley has different flashbacks. Like, how the movie starts up is that whenever they're mentioning the characters, it's almost like
Let's not narrate the whole movie.
Well, I'm just giving my thought.
Okay.
But like at the beginning of the movie, when it's showing them, it gives them like backstory a little bit, and it shows the Mad Love. It shows practically the Mad Love episode from Batman the Animated Series for just like a couple of seconds, and it shows her fully in her Jester's costume, and it's just like, oh, that was beautiful. She's got the
full Harley Quinn black and red tights. With the hat and everything.
Internally, I was like, oh my god.
I was really happy about that.
They showed Jared Leto wears the tux actually a little bit in this movie.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
He wears it a little. Like, wasn't it like towards the end?
At the end,
whenever he tries to rescue her.
Yeah, in the helicopter, he's wearing it. In the flashback for Harley Quinn,
showing her backstory, showing her in the suit.
Yeah, showing he's wearing that, which is a I can't remember what the artist's name was, but he has there's a picture of both of them like that.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else was there? But yeah, it shows that, and it shows the Mad Love skit for Harley's backstory. Killer Croc, I thought he was all right. I felt the Killer Croc I know is a lot more forward and very disturbing to me. Like
they could have worked on making him a little more monstrous, but I feel like if they were gonna try to do that, they would have been like, oh well, since we're DC, we'll just CG him.
Yeah.
So I guess without CGing him, they went as monstrous as they could.
Yeah, actually, there was a lot of practical effects on them. Consider the fact like the main villain. Like the main bad guy in this movie, quote bad guy, that they're actually going to face I think it was like a mixture of like CG and practical effects for her. I mean, it was definitely mostly CG for her.
Oh yeah.
But by the way, the villain for this movie is, I mean, she's all right. It's Enchantress becomes the main villain that they're trying to take out. They're going into.
Even though, in my opinion, Amanda Waller is the main villain because everything's her fucking fault. Everything's her fault.
Yeah, but the main cast of characters in this movie was pretty good. Let's see, who else was on that team? Like I only know a handful of these people on this team. Like I know Katana from Arrow.
Yeah, I know Katana.
Killer Croc and Harley Quinn.
I know a lot about Harley Quinn. I know a little bit about Captain Boomerang. I've seen him in a couple of animated movies.
Yeah, and he's also I think he was also in the Flash series as well, or Flash CW series.
Probably, I didn't watch that at all. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the CW series.
I didn't watch that at all. The Flash one. The live action series.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Was he in it? I don't remember him being in it.
I think they talked about him, or they showed him a little bit in the CW series.
They might have mentioned him or used his alias at some point. I thought you were talking about
a cartoon,
the old WB cartoon, no. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't watch that.
I know I think Captain Boomerang was inside not inside, but was in
Captain what?
Captain Boomerang.
Oh, okay.
What do you think I said?
I don't know. I thought you were like Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, I think he was in. I think a few of these villains were, or a bunch of these villains are actually in the DC Justice League Unlimited. Like they used, Joker was definitely in it. I'm not sure if Harley was in it or not. But sorry,
didn't watch it.
Yeah,
not out of lack of interest, but out of lack of time.
Yeah, but we know Deadshot. We know Deadshot a little bit from Arrow. He was in that show for a little bit. Sorry, my cat's kind of wonky. I guess my cat wants to get in some.
Yeah. What did you think? Oh yeah, we didn't take you to the theater because you're a cat.
My cat's adorable, but so those are the only villains I really know. Killer Croc, Harley, Joker. Who Joker wasn't even on the actual team because he was.
Yeah, he wasn't on the team, but he was scattered here and there throughout the movie, showing up, being like, "LOL, Harley, I'ma rescue you now." K lol.
Yeah.
Texting, yeah. just Joker and Harley texting back and forth. I mean, I guess that's the only safe form of communication that they can have, but it was. I'm not gonna say that was silly, but I'm gonna say that. It was a little silly. Yeah, I'm gonna say it.
You figure Argus would be able to, track who she's texting and all that.
Right? They're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna give you a phone and we're not gonna track it.
Right? No,
they probably knew everything that was gonna happen, but they just didn't know what the Joker was gonna do. It kind of bothered me, but the Joker's so unpredictable in any carnation.
True.
Incarnation. Carnation is a flower. In any incarnation that there's just no guessing. You've just got to hedge your bets and hope that you don't die a lot.
They got whenever at the beginning of the movie, whenever they show their backstory, they show them how they get caught, like how they did with Deadshot. When Batman catching him, how they capture Harley Quinn and how he captures Harley. They're just getting out of like a strip joint or a club, I guess.
Yeah, they're leaving some club.
And Joker calls to her and he kills this one gangster and they're driving around in some really fancy sports car.
Either way, Batman's chasing him. They go into the water and then
they crash into like a river and Joker bails.
You don't even see him. He's just gone. Batman dives in the water. You see in like the trailers, his face is like glowing. That's because he had while he's like doing a dive downward. It's because he was wearing like some kind of
respirator or mouth
bat respirator.
Respirator.
Bat rebreather.
Yeah, I guess he's here in a really funny scene. And actually, kind of a funny scene. Like when he brings her up and he performs CPR on her, and she wakes up. And she like puts her arms. She
was just like faking not breathing, and then she's just like and just starts making out with Batman. He's like, damn it.
Also, whenever he's actually rescuing her, she he's checking on her to make sure she's alive, and she like wakes up. She opens her eyes.
Before that, she just like slashes at him with a knife, and he's just like, bop,
knocks her out
right in the face.
Like a good half the audience laughed at that. That's my cat. But yeah, so that was pretty funny. The audience, there was actually a pretty decent crowd inside the theater. I mean, it wasn't packed. I mean, we went to.
I don't know if they're gonna make the money they lost in advertising. Apparently, they spent an insane amount on advertising. Have you seen the pictures of Washington Square?
Or
not Washington's
Times Square?
Yeah.
Was it Times Square?
Times Square. Yeah, Times Square. What? Goddamn, all these fucking squares. I'm just getting them mixed up. Yeah, Times Square, I think, or somewhere on the New York Strip. There's just like a quarter of a building covered in Suicide Squad ads.
I remember seeing that.
No, like half, because it's on. Half is on one side, and half of it is like around the corner on the other side.
Huh.
It's ridiculous.
So it's like it's a whole corner.
Yeah, like the whole half a building. Basically.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
they're gonna use that. They need to make I think they said they needed to make like $700 or $800 million
to break even,
and they'll be happy.
Okay, almost like to break even.
Yeah, to break even.
That's the most expensive movie ever. But no, just for advertisements and commercial.
Yeah, they've made they've been media blitzing the piss out of this movie, and I think it's gonna be one of those situations where it's gonna bite them in the ass. But I hope they consider it a success and we get like a standalone Harley Quinn.
Or a standalone Deadshot. I mean, I would love to see more Will Smith.
Or a standalone Captain Boomerang, am I right?
Maybe we'll see him get. It's kind of funny how this is near the end where they're doing kind of a pep talk era or part of the movie where they're trying to get back into the fight, and they're inside a bar and they tell us some backstory, and Flag, I think is what his character's name was. Yeah. he says you're all free to go, and he smashes this his like smartphone that has like their
the bombs that's implanted in their necks.
They have bombs implanted in their necks that make their head explode.
Yeah,
pretty much. Well, not
Genius
pretty much, literally, actually. And
here,
says,
do what I want you to do,
or you're dead.
And you can start earning your freedom. Why should I? Because I put a bomb in your fucking neck.
If you don't do what I say, that's going to explode with the force of a grenade.
Yeah, it's like the way it's described is it's the size of a rice grain, but it explodes with the force of a hand grenade. So that's pretty good motivation. Apparently greatly exaggerated because you get to see one pop.
Yeah, one dude, I don't remember what, Slipknot, I think? Slipknot, yeah.
Yeah.
Not the band Slipknot, an actual character.
Like the whole fucking metal band, just bap. Amanda Waller's like, see, I ain't fucking around. Where are you gonna get your metal fix now, bitch? And then Harley started crying from laughter.
But yeah, they kill a character named Slipknot who's like rappelling away, and so Flag, just like okay, and he falls down, and it's like you don't see a head.
Yeah, he's just like hanging from his rope because he tried to grapple hook away, and then he's like you just see a poof, and then black smoke, and then he's hanging there, and there's just a bunch of smoke coming out of a neck hole.
Yeah, in this bar scene, it's at near the end of the movie, he destroys the smartphone that has the control to pop their heads, pretty much. Captain Boomerang Flag says, you guys are free to go, and
Boomerang without blinking is just like, whoop, gone.
Just
I loved it.
That was great.
I don't like Captain Boomerang at all by any means, but that was probably his moment of the movie, in my opinion. He's just like, oh, okay, cool. Later, bitches.
They show him. Every once in a while he's sipping a Guinness. Every once in a while, like a can of Guinness.
Well, that's because they were in the bar.
No, I guess it's like out in the street too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got like a can of Guinness
on
him.
That he had was it Guinness? I just knew it was like a can of alcohol. Some drink. Apparently, he has a pink unicorn fetish. For all those bronies out there, you now have your favorite Suicide Squad member outlined for you.
Yeah, he stuffs like a pinky or a pink unicorn in his jacket.
Yeah, he got it from like the trunk whenever they were all getting their equipment. Yeah. And he kept it in there, and it keeps like falling out, and he's like, "Damn it!" I can't remember what he named it. He's like, "Come back here, something," and he's like stuffs it in his back in his jacket. Like, I'm not making up the fetish part because it actually says whenever it's like giving you all the information. It's like it's like a
baseball card worth of like information for each character, like a bunch of characters.
It's a fair assessment, yeah. Like, here's their stats, and then at the bottom, pink unicorn fetish, and I'm like, what? Oh great, I guess Deadpool didn't do it good enough. We'll just have to specify pink and then not actually show him masturbate because Warner Brothers is.
And plus PG-13 movie.
Was PG-13?
Yeah. I didn't hear the F word get mentioned. Like maybe I didn't get to hear the F word get mentioned once.
Well, you can say it twice without getting an R.
Right. And there was no nudity at all.
There's a lot of partial.
No.
And Chantress was like wearing basically nothing but chains and hair.
Well, she had a.
Well, that was later. Like whenever she.
No, like her actual character was like that too. Oh, her character had like a. I'm trying to think of what type of undergarment where she's
pretty much constant view of Margot Robbie's
ass.
Bottom half of her ass.
Yeah, you get to see her ass jiggle around a lot. But she was pretty great too. Like
she was fantastic.
Yeah, she nailed the part pretty good to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I never saw who they casted for. Like, I don't know if you've seen the Birds of Prey show, but I didn't. They did a Birds of Prey, and it was just like a bunch of female heroes / villains, I think. And they did a show, and it flopped really hard because nobody knew anything or cared enough, and it just did poorly. But I never saw any of that. I wanted to see some of it because I've heard that it's actually decent. But rambling, this is probably, or Margot Robbie probably beat that Harley Quinn. Probably.
Yeah, so
just like throwing wild guesses out there, she probably did better than that other person that I don't know anything about.
Like she uses I'm guessing it was a revolver in the movie.
Yeah,
She
with
has
the
like a
love
black
and
and white
hate on each
each side of
cylinder. It's just like love, hate, love, hate, love, hate all the way around the revolver.
Yeah, and it's like it's black and white, and it's got gold
It was
lettering.
mostly black and gold.
And it had white on the handle.
Yeah, the handle was like an ivory handle or something.
Let's say she also uses a bat, which she uses on the Enchantress villain.
Tonk.
She hits her in the back of the head and just
Yeah,
makes like the best sound.
You just hear like the sound of like that cartoony clunk whenever she whacks her in the back of the head with the bat, and she just turns around and
serious?
It just like kicks her in the stomach and sends her flying. It was fantastic. It was a really, I would say,
it's like at the very end of the movie practically.
Had they not chopped it up into many, many tiny edible pieces, it probably would have been one of the best movies that came out this year. It probably would have been the best movie that came out this year. I'm going to go ahead and say it. It had a chance at beating Deadpool.
Wow. Oh.
It had a chance.
Yeah, it felt like the movie kind of dragged at this one point, where like in
middle-ish.
Middle of the movie, it just dragged. I was like, wow. It felt like it was dragging for a little bit.
Well, the beginning part was all like, all right,
rushed exposition.
We rushed out, introducing all these characters. You're getting this. You're overstimulated with information on all these characters that you don't know about, and then because most of them are nobodies, with the exception of Deadshot and Harley Quinn, and even then, a lot of people until the past 5-10 years just knew of Harley Quinn as, hey, that's Joker's girl, right? Whatever, no one cares.
Then she became her own character.
Yeah, and then she said, well, Joker, you're an abusive dick, so I'm gonna go get me some
green
some plantar strange, something from the garden. But it was cool. They didn't have her get treated like shit like every other version of Joker. She was a pretty strong character. Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about it for the most part.
It shows Joker throw her into the Ace Chemical container that he fell in.
Yeah.
It became Joker.
It was kind of like to test her to see if he didn't throw her, she just jumped.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She's
just I'll die and live for you, and she just jumps in.
Does a full, 10 out of 10.
And Joker's like, oh, okay, now that that's over with, fine. And then he just jumps in and saves her.
Yeah.
And then they snog and everything's happy.
Yeah, it's the dive that they both did, 10.
Yeah, 10.
That was a good.
We need to get a group of people together whenever they both jump in the water. Just be like, sign 10, and then get kicked out of the theater because we're holding the signs in front of people because we're actually assholes for doing that.
Russian judge 8.
No, it's that's France that always judges everything weird. France never agrees with anyone. If everyone says hi, they say low. If everyone says low, they say high. Basically, or they do way higher or way lower than anyone else. So I think it's France.
French would be
it's
5.
either France or Italy.
So French would be 5.
That's how it is in figure skating, at least. Not that I've watched a lot of figure skating.
I did when I was younger, but that's because my mom and my sister would watch that whenever the Olympics were on. They were fully
that's the
into
Olympics, though. You gotta watch the Olympics. Not really.
No, I don't.
I'm not watching.
I'm not watching either.
That's the excuse, though, that you're told whenever you're a kid. It's it's the Olympics. You have to watch it, or else you're just not patriotic. And I'm like, okay.
I don't really care.
I've got my Captain America shirt. That's all the patriotism you're getting from me. American.
Yeah. So let's see. What else was there that was really good in this movie? That was actually pretty fun. This movie.
The movie.
The acting was pretty. Most part was really good.
All the characters nailed their roles.
Will Smith's daughter in this movie was not that great.
Yeah, well, you can't account for child acting.
Yeah,
you just can't.
And sometimes it's a hit and miss when it comes to child acting.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get Haley Joel Osment in Sixth Sense every time.
Yeah.
So. But, she's only in the movie for maybe 2 minutes? She's in a flashback for
she's
for
in it
Will
for
Smith.
like,
You know, she's actually
like 2 or 3 minutes, something like that.
like she actually tells Deadshot. I'm not gonna keep calling him Will Smith because he actually has a good character in this movie.
Yeah, Deadshot.
Yeah, she stops him from fighting Batman. Actually, she's like, just go or something like that. Do something.
Like, yeah, I don't remember what she said, but it was "Don't shoot Batman." Basically, is what I got out of it.
Don't fight
I think
Batman.
he got the same thing out of it.
Yeah, and Batman's like, thanks. I probably would have taken it, but I didn't know.
Thanks, kid. You made this easy. I need to jump. I need to jump criminals in the alley with their kids more often.
I'm still liking the Batfleck.
Because it worked so well for me and my family.
My parents are dead.
Yeah.
I'm still liking the Batfleck. I'm still liking him. Let's see, what else was there? Got any other things that were good in this movie that you can think of?
No, it was terrible. If you watched it, fuck you. No, it was good. I liked it.
Just trying to think what else we can talk about for this movie.
I mean, we don't have to keep talking about it. I mean, this is already 30 minutes. We're good.
Yeah.
There's our review.
Yeah, go see it. Yeah.
Just go see it now, or just switch over to Pornhub now, because I know you're going to.
Yep, so that's our take on the movie, so see ya.